Okay, so now that you guys know the difference between a chain, a cancel, and a link is, I'm going to show you mechanics behind a normal combo, a bread and butter combo. Okay, so a typical basic combo is a combo that starts off with a chain, so a fast quick hit, and then ends in a special move. The way the Street Fighter engine works is that you cannot cancel a special move from a chain if the last hit is not linked. I know that sounded really confusing. I'll say it one more time. You cannot cancel a special move from a chain if the last hit is not linked. Okay, I'm going to show you a combo with Cammy, a basic combo. And I want you to tell me if this combo involves a chain, a cancel, or a link. If you answered all three, then you're right. Okay, let me explain how this works. Okay, notice how you can easily cancel a crouching light punch into cannon drill Cammy. So just go like this. Requires no timing at all. It's literally just 1, 2. But as soon as I add one more hit, so I start chaining normals, the cannon drill won't come out. So I'll go light punch, cannon drill. Notice how it does not come out. Or it just doesn't combo at all. The reason is because, like I said, the last hit has to be linked. Now, Capcom did this in the engine because they didn't want the game to revolve around rapid fire, you know, light punch, super, like in the older variations of the Street Fighter games. Okay, so the trick is that while you're doing your chain, on whatever the last attack you're going to do before you do your special move, like I said, you have to link it. So basically you have to delay the punch just slightly. So you have to space the last one apart. So I'm going to show an example using 3 hits to make it more clear. So the first 2 light punches I'm going to do quite fast. Then the last light punch, which has to be linked, I'm going to delay and then cancel into the cannon drill. So let me show you an example. So you notice how I delayed that last hit? You just have to listen to it. Heard the delay? It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the last hit has to be cancelled after, you know, you link the crouching light punch. At first it may be difficult for you to learn, but once you get the idea, you'll understand how it works. I highly suggest that you practice this yourself using, you know, you can use Cammy for if you want, and practice this exact chain, this combo I'm showing you, and then see if you can do it yourself, and just go from there with other characters. Just remember that you're canceling her light punches on the first 2 hits, so it's like 1, 2. And then on the third one, you have to wait till Cammy's hand is finished. Like, she has to be completely done, the light punch. And then you do another light punch, because light punches can link into each other, for Cammy in particular. And then cancel into the cannon drill. Or even super if you want. Or even cannon drill super. Let me show an example. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple of examples of a bunch of basic combos that are all chains into links into cancels, all in one combo, with a bunch of different characters, since Cammy's, you know, light punch is her in particular. So I'm going to show you guys a few examples. Now, a common misconception is that this is not a link. It is. It's just that Balrog has the fastest crouching light punch in the game. It does so much hit stun that it actually looks like you're chaining the crouching light kick, but it's actually a link.
Uppercut! Uppercut!
Now, in case you're wondering, what's the point of going through the trouble of learning these links? Well, it's basically you're learning these rapid fire chains into links is because of the hit confirm. Basically, you're doing a number of hits and you're making the combo last longer on purpose so that you have enough time for your brain to register that, hey, I'm hitting him, so I can end it with a special move, rather than for example using like, okay, well this does no damage, so I'm just gonna hit like hard punch, the cannon drill. Like, why don't I just do hard punch, the cannon drill? It does more damage than, let's say, light punch, light punch, light punch, cannon drill. It's because if you do hard punch, cannon drill, you don't know if it's gonna hit or not, and if the opponent blocks it, you're gonna get like a huge punish. They can punish you really hard for that, and it's just not worth it. So basically, learning these links, it gives you time. It's basically free damage for you, and it makes it safe. So if you're doing the combo, light punch, light punch, light punch, for example, and they're blocking it, you'll be like, hey, they're blocking it, so you just don't do anything, and it's completely safe, and you don't get punished for it. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. Now, earlier I mentioned that you cannot cancel into ultras. They can only be linked into. So I'm going to show an example here of Abel, and a lot of people think this is some kind of cancel, but it's Abel's crouching hard punch. Now you notice the opponent flies in the air, but more importantly, look at Abel. Notice how he's completely finished his move after he does it, and that's when you can do the ultra and it links together. So let me show an example. So this is another example of linking the ultras, Rufus's target combo. So it's short roundhouse or short hard kick into ultra. You cannot just go like hard kick into ultra. It doesn't work that way. So once again, notice how Rufus has completely finished the hard kick before he does the ultra.
America sheds a tear.
Now, a lot of people, when they play Rufus, sometimes they'll accidentally do an EX snake strike when they try to do this. If that happens, it means you did it way too early. Rufus was not finished the hard kick, and the game's like, okay, what was he trying to do? He must have been trying to do an EX because he pressed all 3 punches. Just a note for you guys to know. Now, I've shown a ton of examples of basic combos into links, whatever, but you don't know what all the links are, and one way to find it out yourself or make the combos up yourself is to look up the frame data. Now, I was going to do a tutorial on frame data, but there's already an excellent tutorial out already on frame data from One Handed Terror on his YouTube channel. So I'm going to link that in my description. I highly recommend that you watch his video and you can have an idea of frame data. I know a lot of people find frame data boring and irrelevant, but it's actually useful if the basics of the frame data is useful. And then you can find exactly how much stun a move does, and you can find out how fast a move is, so you might be able to link them together. So enjoy yourselves on trying to make up your own combos. This concludes the tutorial.